Man, what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy W coming back at y'all with another reaction video, man. Right here, I got 9 disturbing true horror stories, animated 2021. This is a compilation. It's 40 minutes long. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna react to the whole thing. If you want to react to the whole thing, you can go check it out yourself. All right? But I don't got time to react to 40 minutes of horror stories. I'm being honest with you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here with my bro, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's late night right now. Not late night, but it's nighttime. So, of course, we got to bring y'all the scary stories when it's nighttime, bro. You know we got
It might not look like it because of light. Yeah. We did think about turning it off, but
nah, we gotta get the good lighting in here, bro. Come on now. Yeah, y'all can have y'all lights turned off.
I'm gonna comment and saying we pussies, bro. I'm not, bro. I'll do this. I'll do it if it was dark.
I don't care if they calling us pussy, nigga. We want that good lighting. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, we're about to get right into the video, man. I ain't gonna waste nobody's time. Let's get right into the reaction, man.
I moved to a town with my parents my freshman year in high school. There's this alarm that goes off every time the fire department is called. For those of you in Tornado Alley, you'll know it says a tornado alarm, but up here in New England, just there to alert the town and or volunteers that there's a fire because it's a small town. I grew up in Tornado Alley, and the first time we heard the alarm, my family went into full panic mode. It's also the sound from Silent Hill for you horror fans. One afternoon, I was walking home from the park, and it got dark fast. As a 14-year-old girl, I thought I was pretty much an adult by this point.
14-year-old girl in the dark.
In a small redneck northeastern town, I didn't really feel scared walking home 15 years ago now. I was about half a block from the fire station as a red old Toyota truck pulled up and offered me a ride home. I politely said that I was fine, as this old greasy guy just gave me the absolute creeps. He kept driving slowly by me until he noticed that I picked up the pace to a near jog, and he began to drive off. Only to drive back towards me minutes later, then turn around and drive back up to me. He swung his car door open and started angry walking fast towards me, and my heart literally stopped and my body froze like a deer in headlights ready for death.
Thanks, bro.
He grabbed my arm hard and started pulling me to his car.
You gotta use it, bro.
I screamed, but he covered my mouth with his hands that reeked of sweat and cigars. I wiggled away, only to have my head slammed into his truck full force, making my ears ring as soon as he...
Who really be out here doing this, bro? Niggas. Like, real talk, like, okay, they just told us. So first off, this is a 14-year-old girl out at night, right? All right, but we can't even get mad at her. We could get mad at her because why the fuck is she out at night? But we're not even gonna get mad at her because it's not her fault. Okay, what the fuck, bro? Who the fuck drives a red pickup truck? I'm pretty sure that's what I heard. Red truck.
But it's
at night. Like, who the fuck does that at night, bro? And just goes looking for fucking 14-year-old girls and starts slamming their heads into cars, bro.
Abduction, nigga.
What type of person like, who really be out here doing that, bro? Like, this is why, as a nigga, bro, you really gotta be on your grind, bro. Cause then you doing shit like this.
Yup.
Then you doing shit like this, bro. This is why you have to be on your grind. This is why you gotta be on your purpose, bro. Because what the fuck? I'm hearing stories. I shouldn't be hearing stories about 14-year-old girls getting their heads slammed into fucking cars, bro. Come on now. We better than this, bro. Niggas is better than this, bro. Come on now. I know men ain't really out here doing this, bro. I know this gotta be fake. I pray to God this is fake. I know men ain't really out here doing this at night, bro.
They do this shit. They do this shit. They be doing this shit.
I wish I could say this is fake. Maybe it's fake. Maybe it's not. It is a story, but you know, I'm gonna have it in my mind that it's fake because I don't want to believe this is real.
To this day, they be doing that.
He got a grip on me again. As he was forcing me into his truck,
this probably ain't even the worst.
The fire department alarm blares. For reference, you can hear the alarm a town over. And being only half a block away, it's extremely loud, disorienting if you're not used to it, as it is a very concerning horn siren-like sound. He let go long enough for me to sprint into someone's backyard, and I assumed between the sound and possible witnesses now, it wasn't worth it anymore to him. After he drove off, I tried to just sit there and gather myself and my thoughts. The dog in the owner's house started barking at me, and a guy in his 30s comes out at some point
Not
and
him
asks
too.
what I'm
I
doing.
was gonna say.
Eventually noticing a scared girl with blood on her face, and then asked if I needed help. I simply shook my head yes. I don't know how long, but eventually cops showed up, then an ambulance. Next thing I know, I'm in the hospital.
What the hell?
My parents are freaking out, and I told cops what had happened. As far as I know, they never caught the guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they never caught the dude.
I had stitches in my head, but thankfully no permanent damage. Cops assumed he wasn't from around here, as we're the only town with that alarm, and probably wouldn't have been startled by it if he was a local. I haven't contacted police in years, but last I checked, they never caught the guy, nor had similar reports, so either he's getting away with it, or his scare with trying to take me scared him off for good from hunting young girls.
Probably still doing it.
It was at 111.
Okay, that's how
11.
So here are the events that have transpired in the past 2 hours or so. And a little backstory as to...
Let me go ahead and pause this. I was going to say this. So, this is why I don't understand, bro. Alright. A nigga will literally... Alright, I know selling drugs is bad and all that, right? But a nigga will sell drugs, get like 20 years. But...
pedos and...
You got niggas out here slamming girls' heads into fucking cars. And they get like 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years.
Like what? He needs to be locked up 25 to life, in my opinion. If you out here doing that type of shit, if you out here slamming girls' heads in the doors, grabbing them, being all touchy on them, you need to be...
life.
Yeah, 25 to life. Simple. It should be treated as murder, because why the fuck are you out here doing that, bro? Oh, yeah. Especially if you fucking over the age of fucking like 18, you need to be 25 to life, cause I ain't gonna lie. Like if you like, if you old, bruh, 25 to life, cause I ain't gonna lie. Because what the fuck is you out here doing that bullshit for, bruh? Like you don't got no wife at home. You don't got nobody at home to go to. You going out for 14-year-old girls.
You going outside.
That's how I know you're not doing shit with your life. You out here looking for 14-year-old girls. They need to lock you away. Those are niggas that need to be fucking rehabilitated and shit and put in mental asylums, bro. What the hell? Like, oh, but you gonna lock the nigga that was selling drugs up for 20?
Yeah, that's trying to feed his family.
Hell yeah, like a nigga just be trying to feed his family and shit.
The whole time, them niggas put the drugs in, like, you know what I'm saying? The police or whoever, they niggas
especially when you black, they be throwing that book at you, bro. They be throwing that book at you when you black. But nah,
he gonna be playing y'all, bro.
But people slamming girls' heads in the fucking doors, grabbing on girls and shit. But they only get like 5 years. What type of sense do that make?
It made no sense, but that's a system, man.
Why this is freaking me out so much? My partner and I have recently moved back into my childhood home with my parents,
That make no sense.
while our own house is being built to save some cash and not have to move instantly from our rental when it's complete. My parents own 3 Australian native birds, and earlier tonight I was updating my Snapchat story to show my friends, as many of them always ask what the birds' names are and what they look like. I took 3 Snapchat videos, one after the other, and just put them on my story without worrying about retakes or what I look like. So please forgive me for the uploads. Anyways, within about 15 minutes of uploading, I received an SMS message from one of my good, but not great friends that said, "You bearded beasts, those birds are mad. By the way, the fuck was that in your window behind you in the last one?"
No.
I had no idea what he was going on about, so I went and watched my own Snapchat stories a couple of times. On the 3rd or 4th watch, I saw what he was talking about, and my stomach sank. I almost started to have a panic attack, and I'm still pretty shaken up. I immediately saved my story videos and put them onto my computer to see them larger. In the last Snapchat video I sent, it kind of looks like someone is at the door, looking in, with their hands cupped against the door. It's hard to tell because Snapchat videos are very poor quality, and the door is only in frame for probably 1 second. Whatever is in the 3rd Snapchat video, however, is definitely not in the first video when the door is in full view. I was the only person home at the time, and that particular door leads to the backyard, which is only accessible via a single locked gate. Here are the 3 videos I saved from my story.
So the first one of my parents' little birds is this little guy. It is little Leo.
I could even
is a
see
cockatiel.
Nah, not yet.
The second little bird
Oh,
of my parents is a rainbow lorikeet. His name is Oliver.
Damn, this is dead ass real.
And there
bro.
he is.
Ask, but you need a lot of footage.
And here I am
Right here.
with my good little mate.
Oh, I see it. Like a white
I can't
tank.
see
It's
it.
got like a white figure.
I think it's because I'm the angle.
Yeah,
the angle.
right there.
Oh no!
How the fuck someone picked that
To
up?
add some backstory as to why this has me
someone
freaking
picked
out
that
so
up?
much.
They don't be
To
paying
do
attention,
that, I
they
have to
looking at
quickly
us.
talk about my
like-
childhood,
that's
teenage
blurry.
years, up
I
until
got something to say about that, bro.
That
I
shit
know I'm
blurry.
pausing a lot, but bro, who is doing this type of shit, bro? I don't understand. I get up, I work out, record my videos, do what I gotta do. By the end of the day, I'm tired. I'm going to sleep. So what the fuck? Who the fuck is out here doing this, bro? Like, I don't understand. Like I said, I get up, I work out, do my things, and I go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got no time to be out here doing bullshit like that. I don't got no time to be up in niggas' windows and shit. What the fuck are you doing? Like, you not, like, I know niggas be robbing it. I know niggas be doing burglaries and shit. That's weird as fuck. But, I mean, come on now. She's not even doing a burglary, bro. Like, if
you're scoping out the place,
you could at least be trying to rob the place, bro. They don't even at least be trying to rob the place. They be for real just...
Oh, yeah, they should be observant.
Yeah, they be trying to be up in your window and shit, trying to fucking do weird shit, bro. Like, what the hell?
Nah.
You could at least be trying to rob the place. I don't get it, bro. I don't understand.
until I moved out with my partner at age 18. From about age 8 until age 10, I had episodes of sleep paralysis, 1 or 2 times a month, where it felt like a weight was sitting on my chest, and I couldn't breathe for about 40 seconds at a time.
I don't think I've ever had
This led to
sleep
insomnia
paralysis.
and anxiety about
But hold up.
bedtime.
Bruh, I ain't gonna lie, I had a dream. Bruh, this shit, I don't know why this is happening, but I was just on this big ass trampoline, right, in the middle of nowhere with one of my friends. And this moose just came up. A moose just came to, like, you know how you gotta exit the trampoline, right? Like, it's the little hole.
Yeah.
He just was right there, just waiting.
You were like, no, nigga.
And then my friend was outside, and then for some reason he was like a giant, and he grabbed that moose, right? And he like tilted his head. He was like, "Hurry up, get the fuck out!" You feel me?
Uh-huh.
And then I try to do it, and then immediately the moose turned his head and tried to eat me. And then I woke up. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't. It really felt like I got like. You know, my hip chewed, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I swear, I jumped, like, I was just laying in bed. Imagine me just jumping up and out, like, turning.
It happened to me, too.
That happened to me all the time.
Oh, my
I don't know,
God.
does this ever happen to you with spiders? Like, have you ever had a dream of a spider?
Nah.
But I swear, I be having dreams. Let me know in the comments if you had a dream of a spider,
I know you had a dream when y'all fell and y'all woke up. That one's common.
Yeah, but I had a dream, like, this spider just, like, I had a feeling like there was just a spider on me for some reason, even though I'm laying down.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like there could be a spider on me. I'm like, what the fuck? Or like dogs biting me and shit too. Cause
damn, every animal hate you, bro.
Yeah, I'll just be
biting you and shit.
I'll have dreams I'm just running and shit, and then the fucking dog will bite me and shit. Like, what the fuck, bruh? Damn.
My dreams, bitches trying to get on my dick.
Everybody's had a dream like that. Everybody's had a dream like that. But yeah, let's get right back to the video. What the hell?
As I dreaded feeling helpless, I ended
I ain't
up
gonna
seeing a
pause too
child
much no more. I've been pausing
psychologist,
too much.
and whether that was or was not the reason, the episodes largely went away, only once or twice a year until age 13. At age 12 or 13, for seemingly no reason at all, I started to get chronic episodes almost every night that lasted minutes to tens of minutes at a time. During these episodes, I could breathe, but couldn't move. The worst thing about these episodes, however, is that I felt like something was in the room with me and meant me no harm, common for people who experience sleep paralysis. At roughly age 14, things really took a turn, and I started to hear and see things during maybe 1 in 10 of my episodes. Also pretty common for people who experience sleep paralysis. The things I heard were never too crazy and over the top, and were usually just thuds and creaks. However, when it came to seeing things, there was always one reoccurring thing. A faceless person looking into my bedroom window with their hands cupped to the glass. For the course of a 1 to 10 minute episode, this person would just stand there and look at me.
Nah, they have their shit open.
Whenever the episode ended, the person would just be gone. Over the course of 4 years, this occurred quite regularly, but it always really made me feel totally helpless and terrified. I never got used to it. When I moved out at age 18, I never had another episode where I saw anything. I'm 26 years old now, and I very, very occasionally, once a year, have small, less than 30-second episodes, but only those in which I feel heavy-chested. To cut a very long story short, whatever is there in my Snapchat video looks almost 100% what I used to see as a teenager during my sleep paralysis episodes, and I have been a nervous wreck all night over it. To me, it kind of looks like a face to the glass, and two hands on either side. It has scared the Christ out of me.
For real?
What do you guys think?
Is that what he was trying to say?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. He's saying that
So,
the same dude that was there
was on his story
his window.
and caught him.
This all happened when I was 19 years
That is
old.
fucking creepy.
I'm not the best looking dude,
That
so
whole
I
time
never
he was
really had
14,
much
that
luck
whole
with women,
time he thought he
and
was,
I ended up on Tinder.
It was some.
I wasn't
sleep
having much
paralysis
luck on
dude
there
for real
either
dude.
until like the third month of using it, when a blonde woman named Katie then messaged me. She was pretty enough that I just dismissed her as a bot. It wasn't until about 3 days later that she messaged me again, which was really odd because bots almost never message me more than once. I clicked on her chat and then replied, then looked at her profile. What I saw was pretty generic, but definitely wasn't a bot's profile. We had been talking for like a month when she proposed the idea that I come see her. I was pretty reluctant as she lived nearly 8 hours away from me by car, but I had to admit, I really did like her quite a bit. And I'd actually been thinking for a while now about asking if I could go see her. After a bit more badgering from her, I finally said that I would take the drive to go see her. At this point, I really had no...
That's all I need to know. That's the end of the reaction. That's all I need to know. Because I know he didn't just say that.
She lives 8 hours.
Should I continue to play this video?
I still want to know what happens. So
I would end normally I would end the reaction right there because I'm mad.
Curious.
But
I'm curious. I'm intrigued.
Y'all get a little bit more minutes out of me. Because what the fuck did I just hear?
No reason to doubt she was who she said she was. We had video chatted about every other week and called most days. I just assumed that I got really lucky. Things did get a little weird though on the way there. She kept messaging me, asking me where I was, and making sure that I was still coming. At some points, whenever I took more than 30 minutes to respond, she would send me a slew of annoyed texts. Admittedly, I had chalked this up to her being nervous about me coming to see her. I was pretty nervous too, so I couldn't really blame her. I had a really hard time finding the house at first.
This is the worst flavor.
The directions that she gave me were pretty confusing, and it was back through a series of gravel and dirt roads and a large thicket of trees. It was still about midday when I came into an old-looking house. A window on the second floor was all boarded up, but it didn't really look abandoned, just worse for wear. Katie's red buggy that she would always talk about was parked right in front of the garage. I took out my phone and texted her that I was here, and she only sent me a smiley face in return. When I got out of my car to go knock on the door, I noticed someone was looking at me from one of the second floor windows.
It's not Katie, bro.
I found it a little creepy, but figured it was just her father or something.
Man, you dead.
She had told me that he comes to stay with her every now and again, so I just ignored it and knocked on her door.
This is why I don't
She
do
answered with a
internet
smile
shit.
and even gave me a kiss, which really surprised me, and I followed her inside. We sat down on her couch and started talking about her plans when I asked her about her dad. So, you didn't tell me your dad was here. Was that going to be a surprise, or... I said. Katie looked really confused and she told me that her dad wasn't there. I thought that she was keeping up the act, and I told her that she didn't have to keep pretending, and that I'd seen him looking at me through the upstairs window. Katie went pale, and she said that we had to get out of that house right now. We both ran out to our cars, and when I questioned Katie, she informed me that her dad wasn't there and that she had been home alone until I showed up. I called the police, and while I was on the phone giving the address, Katie then gasped and she pointed to the window where I had seen the guy last. He was now looking at us from out the window again. I got a better look at him, and he seemed a bit older and frail, almost like he hadn't eaten anything in a really long time. He then left the window after he saw that we saw him. The police took about a half an hour to show up, and the whole time, Katie was crying. She was also mumbling about how she was an idiot for not keeping her doors locked. When the police finally did show up, one started asking me and Katie questions, and the other two searched the house. They came back out a little while later, and they told me and Katie that while they didn't find anyone, they did find out that the back door was hanging open. Whoever it was had run out into the woods, and the cops were pretty sure the house was empty. After the cops left, Katie asked me to stay the night because she was too scared to be in her house alone. I gladly did, and we slept downstairs on the couch, as Katie's bedroom was right next to the one that the man had been in. Katie had also brought out the shotgun that her father had given her, but she never used. I told her it was fine. The man's gone, but she insisted, saying she'd feel safer if we had it out. I'm really glad she did. Later that night, I was still wide awake, watching TV. Katie had somehow managed to fall asleep. Right from the kitchen, I then heard the sound of a doorknob being turned. At this point, I wasn't even scared. I was just pissed.
Look at him. Yeah, he
I flipped on the light in the kitchen, pointed the gun at the kitchen door, and there he was. The very same guy that had been in the house before was standing on the other side of the glass door. He looked shocked, and I'm really glad we had locked the door. The man unfroze and yet again ran into the woods.
So he's just used to the door being unlocked.
I woke up Katie and I told her what happened, and we called the police yet again. When they arrived, they did a sweep of the woods and found no one yet again. They told me and Katie that it'd probably be a good idea to stay somewhere else for the night. Me and Katie said our goodbyes. She was going to go stay at her friend's house, and I was going to go home. I left a little bit after Katie did. I was on the phone with my brother telling him what happened. My headlights were on. As I was talking on the phone, something caught my eye. That same freaking man was standing at the corner of the house just watching me. I immediately gunned it out of there, and I didn't even bother calling the police again. But I did text Katie about it, and she said that she was going to call them again. I don't think that Katie ever even went back to that house alone ever again. And I really can't say that I blame her for that. So yeah, that was definitely one of the scariest nights of my life.
What happened if he would never came though? What do you think would happen, Kate?
If you look very closely, something very magical is happening in this video. Okay, now let's put this on read.
Yeah, you right about that, cause like, you know what I'm saying, if he would have never went, then
she probably would have, you know what I'm saying, somebody had, we don't know, she probably would have died, he would have killed.
But like, nah, cause I think he was just used to being there, cause he came up again trying to unlock the door. I mean, he just tried to turn the knob.
You went into the woods and came
as if that's just normal, as if that's just how it is, huh? Like what?
He's that used to it, bro.
He just act like he used to it, but like what the hell? But who could that? That could probably just be
a homeless dude.
Some random homeless dude at that point.
But since that's creepy, bro.
But like, who the fuck? Like, this is what I'm talking about, man. Who the fuck is doing that shit? Who the fuck is doing that shit? Like, who the fuck? Like, how down bad do you have to be in your life to be trying to do that, bro? Where did they go wrong?
Who knows?
You could at least go try to work at a McDonald's. Come on now, bro. At least try to work at a McDonald's. You can't lie. I'm speaking facts. Cause
I mean, I don't know. I mean, you're speaking facts, but
at least
nigga did not want to work.
Yeah, like who the fuck? Instead of doing that bullshit at night, go get you a night shift at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, what are you doing? You could at least do that. And like I said, you could at least try to rob the house, bro. Like, what the hell? Come on now. You
take some money and
you just there to be weird. Like, what the hell? But yeah, that is gonna be the end of the reaction, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Every story pissed me off because it's just some random man doing some bullshit, bro. Like, who is this? I wanna fight him, bro. I swear, like, run me my ones, whoever that is, bro. Like, for real, cause who the fuck? Nah, whoever the first dude that was smacking girls' heads in the fucking car doors, run me my ones. Cause what the fuck are you doing, bro? You driving a red pickup trying to fucking slam heads in the doors, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? But that's the end of the reaction. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? comment, share with your friends, do whatever you gotta do to support me, man. And with that being said, we out, man. Peace.